I got fired after exposing my boss's secret DK pics. Then his wife thanked me. I used to think my office job was boring. 9 to 5, endless meetings, coffee breaks that were the highlight of my day. It was nothing special. But then one day, I found something I was never supposed to see. And my life. It changed forever. It started like any normal morning. I was at my desk, sipping on my third cup of coffee, half listening to my coworkers gossip about our boss, Mr. Reynolds. They always had something to say about him. He was rich, powerful, and had that creepy nice guy act down to a science. He smiled too much, complimented the women in the office just a little too often, and always stood way too close. I ignored it. Until I couldn't anymore. One afternoon, he asked me to organize some files on his computer while he stepped out for a business lunch. It wasn't unusual. I was his assistant after all. But while moving documents, I accidentally opened a folder labeled Private. I should have closed it. I should have looked away. But curiosity got the best of me. And what I found? Disgusting. Shocking. Career-ending. It was filled with explicit pictures. Not just any pictures. His own. Unclothed. Graphic. And worst of all? He had been sending them to multiple women in the office. My stomach dropped. This was bad. I knew the kind of man Mr. Reynolds was. Powerful, manipulative, untouchable. If I reported this, would anyone even believe me? Would I lose my job? But then I thought about the women in the office. The ones who avoided his gaze, who never wanted to be alone with him, who whispered about how he was harmless, but never smiled when they said it. I couldn't stay silent. So, I took screenshots. Proof. And then I did the one thing I knew would get the truth out. I emailed HR. The next morning, I walked into the office feeling like a storm was about to hit. And I was right. Mr. Reynolds stormed into my cubicle, his face red with rage. He didn't even try to pretend. "You've made a huge mistake," he hissed. "You think you can go against me?" I didn't flinch. I think the truth speaks for itself. But it didn't matter. Within hours, I was called into HR, not to discuss what I had reported, but to be told that my position was no longer needed. I was fired. For performance issues. After years of working there, I had risked everything to expose the truth, and now I was being tossed out like I was the problem. I was devastated. Furious. But then, something unexpected happened. A few days after I lost my job, I got a phone call. From a number I didn't recognize. I almost ignored it. But something told me to pick up. "Hello." I answered hesitantly. A woman's voice responded. Soft, but full of quiet fury. "Is this your name?" "Yes. Who's this?" A pause. Then, "I'm Mr. Reynolds's wife." My heart stopped. **T. Before I could say anything, she continued, "I know what happened at your job. And I know why." I swallowed hard. Was she about to threaten me? Blame me? Instead, her next word stunned me. "Thank you." I blinked. Wait, what? My husband's been lying to me for years. I knew something wasn't right, but I never had proof. She took a deep breath. "Until you." I sat there, speechless. Of all the things I expected, this wasn't it. She wasn't calling to defend him. She was calling because she had finally seen the truth. And she wasn't done. She didn't just thank me. She told me everything. The secret affairs. The money he had been hiding. The lies. And the best part? She wasn't staying silent either. By the end of the week, she had filed for divorce. And guess what? Mr. Reynolds lost more than just his marriage. He lost his reputation. His job. Everything. HR couldn't ignore the scandal now. The company was forced to investigate. And soon enough, they fired him too. Comment below. Would you have exposed him too? Like if you believe in karma. Subscribe for more shocking real-life confessions. You won't believe what's coming next.